Greetings humans and welcome, Vex Blackheart here. What I'm going to be going over today is a base that I had made in a multiplayer server I was running with a friend. The server is down now and I'm playing this in single player mode, but I just wanted to go over some of the things that I had built so I can share it with the world. So let's just get outside. Now over here I have a large solar collector that is boiling water and turning it into steam. The steam is going down this pipe down into here where it is running industrial steam engines. Industrial steam engines are powering this harvester and planter that are underneath here. This is a large cotton field underneath the solar panel. The cotton is being harvested and entered into my AE system that was back over here. Here we go. So here's my AE system. I love the hats mod. Here's my hat collection. Brief hat collection. Anyway, here's my AE system. Love the AE mod. Applied Energistics. These are displays of what is currently in my system right now. I've got 58 million cobblestone. I just decided to go nuts with cobblestone just to see if I could fill a deep storage unit with cobblestone. Anyway, looking in my system, here are a bunch of items that I have in here. This is what everything looks like. Oh, I need to put my disk back in my... I'll have to make sure I have that ready. Anyway, I was explaining about the cotton. So the cotton comes in the AE system. Right now I've got 133,000, or I could look over here and see I've got 133,000 cotton. The cotton is shipped over here, or it's turned into string inside my system automatically. This is a molecular assembly chamber, and these are all recipes that I have stored inside. I have the recipe for string, and I have the recipe for various frames. So string and frames are made inside the AE system. The frames are fed into this beehive, this apiary, alveary, I don't know, yeah, alveary, where I have distilled queens and drones, which are bees that will produce honeycombs, and that's what the frames are for. The frames are being pumped into, oh, we just saw one pop in right there, and there goes one of the honeycombs. The distilled bees will create oil, oily combs. This is the same process that's going on over here. These are just apiaries. The bees are on automatic. Everything's being piped out, and the bees being recycled. So this is a completely automated system. The bees are being... I've got overflow here. The oily honeycombs are being deposited into the centrifuge. Centrifuge is spinning out oily propolis. I have so much of it because I'm all backed up over here, but the oily propolis is squeezed and turned into oil, and the oil is stored inside this tank, which I have 4 million buckets. Well, no, that's 1 million buckets. Alright, anyway. The oil is fed into this refinery. Oil comes in, fuel comes out. This is when I started the boiler. We'll look at that in a second. This is this much fuel, the same amount. These tanks are identical in size. The fuel is being pumped into this industrial steam boiler. It is being fed water and fuel, and it's generating power. Well, I'm sorry, no, it's generating steam. The steam is being used by 18, I believe, steam generators, industrial steam generators. The power from this powerhouse here is being piped back inside my base. Can I get through over here? Yeah. Power is being piped through this wall over into my genetic research lab. There's power cables going right now. The genetic research lab is used to take bees. This is my bee DNA tank, which is also pretty filled up. This was running on a server for quite a while. The bee DNA, the bee research lab allows me to create different bees with different byproducts for their honeycombs, and that's how I got the distilled bees. So it's a big cyclical process, but that's what I've got going on here. I don't know if you noticed the sound is off. I've turned the sound off. There's some seem to be a sound glitch with this version of Minecraft. Anyway, these are the honeycombs I got. I don't even know what they are anymore. But those are as far as I got with the bees. Let's take a look downstairs real quick. Here's my automated power, or not power, but on my automated processing center. All of the ore that comes in through the quarries. This one's taking in pulverized iron and turning it into bars. Basically, it just turns everything into, it auto processes everything. Downstairs here is my, well, we'll talk about that in a second, but this is my, oh look, he's got a hat, my blaze rod generator, blaze rod farm. We go down the stairs here, it's even labeled. You can see what's going on in here. I've got a spawner, level 5 spawner spawning in blazes. They're running into the spikes on the ceiling and the walls because of the treadmills, and all the items are being sucked into that item thing over there. That just goes into my AE system. They are deposited into these generators. Generators will run with plenty of excess fire rods, blaze rods. I don't know what the hell, I can't remember what those things are called. So if I could check back upstairs, how many blaze rods are in my system? 310,000 extra blaze rods with those generators running. The generators are powering the ore processing center downstairs. Oh, I got stuck in my fence. So there you have that. I've got another little device I want to show you real quick here. This thing I made, it is a fireworks show that runs at night. Daylight sensors and whatnot in a computer make this operate. Now, I gotta get to the computer somehow, and I thought I left a way to get in there, but I guess I'm gonna have to smash through to get to the computer, which is not cool. Let me see. Can I just go in here? Yeah. I think there's a way down here somewhere to get in, but I'm not gonna mess with it. Let's just dig our way in. So I can get in here and get to the computer and put a floppy disk in. Now this should just start going. Of course it's raining, but fireworks show was never canceled for rain, was it? Now I gotta boot up the computer. This was intended to work if the system, oh, it is working. I just had to open the computer. This was intended to restart if the server went down. So I have a fireworks show that constantly generates fireworks, and it's 100% automated. The fireworks show goes off only when it's nighttime. So let's have a little nap here and turn off the where's my bed? Yes, it's up here. We'll talk about what all this stuff is here in a second, but let's end the nighttime. So go back downstairs, and it's no longer shooting off fireworks, and the rain's going to stop here. Okay, so to keep this thing going, I need to generate everything fireworks need to run. There are golems working over here, collecting the sugarcane to make the paper that's necessary for the fireworks. This guy's going to deposit, well, he's got more to pick up, I guess. They'll deposit all their items into this chest, and that goes back into my AE system, Applied Energistics. This is my squid power area. I've got 1 million, great, 1 million ink sacks. I have a squid here that I'm harvesting his ink and powering all of these biofuel generators. Kind of cheaty, but that's the fun of being on a server. Okay, so back downstairs we have the system that is creating the fireworks. I tried doing it within the Applied Energistics crafting molecular crafter that we saw earlier, but for some reason that froze the server, locked it up, crashed the server. So I use crafting tables, automatic crafting tables, auto workbench. Basically all I have to do is just turn these things on, and these will all start just crafting these firework stars. These are different parts. These are what make the colors. These displays are just telling me how many I actually have in my system right now, and here they all go being piped back into the system. If I turn on all these switches, oh, I missed one. These will start producing the fireworks. I had turned it off because obviously you can see I have such a surplus here. I just turned the show off. Now it's all back on again. So you can see all of the fireworks are not coming out. So this is basically a system that takes in, let's see, what does it need? It needs rose red and fire charges and gunpowder. It also needs, at least for the red one, it needs the ball that it created over there, some paper, and even more gunpowder. So where am I getting the gunpowder? That's the part that I haven't shown yet. So let's go back upstairs and up through this portal I had made to another dimension. So this is where I have kind of like a auxiliary base in this other dimension. It's nothing but wheat fields as far as the eye can see. I just built it out of cobblestone because. Over here I have a massive cobblestone factory. No other purpose for this other than trying to fill up a deep storage unit full of cobblestone. This ran for probably a week before I had the servers off. So all this stuff is just being sent through this pipe into my item tesseract here. Okay, so on this side we have druids with a because they were just easy to find their spawners. I have another soul cage here spawning them, and they're walking around on these conveyor belts. They're being fed into a mob grinder, and that their mob essence, I think that's called, is being sent into this tank, which is constantly being drained by this other mob spawner that is making creepers, and the creepers are also being paraded in front of, ooh, looks like a supercharged creeper. I think when they get hit by lightning, this one's supercharged and wearing a very interesting hat. I think when they get hit by lightning, they become a supercharged creeper. Anyway, so all their goo and stuff and item drops go into here. So I have an ass load of bones and gunpowder. So that's what this dimension exists for, to supply them with gunpowder and cobblestone. Let's head back through the portal. And I'm down here again. So that was a really quick rundown of the things that I have made in this iteration of Minecraft. This is a library I have made, just a quick run through. I got some librarians, some books where I fly around, portals to the big places. Upstairs is the spot where we were doing all the Mistcraft stuff. And then over here was my what the hell is this called? Thaumcraft area. I got as far as the golems because I wanted to get the golemancy. I used a quantum ring to connect my AE system over here. So that was pretty handy. And faith plate system I love from the portal mod. That's it. So, yep, that's really all I'm going to go over. Thanks for watching.